Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe today before you leave. Make sure to also thumbs up the video if you do like what you see, and to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday to you. Hope everybody is having a splendiferous weekend. I know I am so far. Everything has been pretty smooth. So I'm having a good time. I had a great Sunday. Enjoyed a lovely service with my grandma. So yeah, everything is going good. Yeah. All right. So let's jump right on into our video topic for the evening. So, realizing your true potential. It is so easy to settle into complacency, but how do you get motivated to move? I wonder. So, life can be such a joy kill at times, and our everyday can become our main focus. So, I don't know how many of you have experienced those last statements as being your truth, but I know I have. I've kind of been going through that lately where it seems like everything is so blah basically, and everything becomes so mundane. You get so used to the cycle of your everyday 9 to 5. You're getting up, you're doing your thing there. You come back home and you may have your chores that you do. You wash dishes, you cook your food, take care of your family, you pay your bills. So you kind of getting used to the cycle, and you feel like a bicycle wheel, and you're like, I'm just kind of spinning. I'm just spinning, and I'm not really going where I really want to go in life. So you're trying to figure out, how do I get from A to Z? How do I get from A to B? How about that? How do I? Because Z is further off. I can't see myself getting from point A to point B. That's right next door. So it can get kind of wild sometimes, but I do know the feeling for sure. So I have just a few points here that I want to share with you guys, just to try to give you a little bit of encouragement along the way. So point number one, I would say refocusing that energy back onto your relationship with Christ will always help to center you. You gotta just refocus that energy, you really do, because when you do, He's gonna place you exactly where you're supposed to be at the appointed time. So sometimes in life, you may feel like I'm just spinning, but even in the spinning moments, there's a reason for that. There's a purpose behind that. It could be that you're actually further along than you thought. You're right where you're supposed to be. I've had times like that where I feel like I'm not moving, where actually I'm moving quite swiftly in God's eyes. Like, you're actually where you're supposed to be. I got you here in this period, this moment, and it's slow because I got you resting. Just for a moment, you actually already done every task you were supposed to do for now, and you're just chilling out right here. So just enjoy this moment where you're not really doing too much, because next season you're gonna be really busy. You're gonna be doing this, but you're gonna love it though. It's not gonna be a bad busy; it's a good busy. But kind of enjoy the slowness, of the moment. Because sometimes I think we get so used to working too that if we're not working, we're not doing something, it's dull to us. Instead, sometimes there's a beauty in that, and there's a holiness in that. And so we gotta, just let God work, and get ourselves out of the way. So if we can just do that for a minute by refocusing on our connection to Him, grab hold to His robe, and just, and just hang on there, then, excuse me, then, that a lot of times will solve the problem. That will take away those negative feelings that you have, and you literally feel more positive. You feel like really centered, and just, you can kind of sit there in calm and stillness, and just kind of meditate for a moment. And speaking of meditation, if you don't meditate, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like, start meditating, because when you meditate, you get a little bit closer to Him anyway when you meditate, because it just connects you to the spirit world. So I love meditation. I love yoga. I recommend it to anyone. Yoga, I haven't done yoga in a while. I want to get back on it, but meditation is something that I have been doing regularly. I do it every morning. Usually I wake up earlier than I expected to, which I think is a blessing, because I'm able to do the meditation. I think God just knows, like, you need to get your meditation in, girl. I need you to get that going to set the tone for the rest of your day. And it does. It puts you on this higher plane, like, just mentally, emotionally. It just gets you nice and stable. And so, and it gets you focused too, and you need that to get through the rest of the day. And so, you'll notice throughout the rest of your day that, wow, even just handling the normal task of my job are so much easier, especially working customer service like I do. Like, dealing with people is it's like, it's not quite as bad. Like, I kind of feel like I might can do this, whereas maybe yesterday you were tripping out like, oh Lord, get me out of here. I'm done. I'm about to quit. Screw this. I'm done. I'm out. I'm running for the hills, like, now you feel like, hey, what's up, world, I'm ready, get at me, come at me, like, angry customer, bring it on. Like, you're not as afraid, not that, nobody wants challenges, nobody likes, hardship, but, you're not, you're more ready to face it. You're not as scared of challenge as most people are. You like, okay, it's just another ebb and flow of the day, it happens. You're more matter of fact about it now, because it's just a fact of the matter. It just, as a matter of fact, like, it happens. It's just life. So you like, whatever. And so you're just, you're stronger, and you notice that that strength that lies within you. So that's a great tip. If I can't give you anything else, that's the best tip I can give you, is just refocusing your energy on your relationship with Christ. It's going to help you to be recentered. So definitely get into that one. I would definitely suggest that. Number two, I would say doing something that you enjoy for the heck of it. Just doing something every, like, 1 to 2 weeks, if you can, like a hobby, etc., to uplift you out of that depressive funk that you're in, especially around the holidays. A lot of people kind of drift into a funk for different reasons. Maybe you're still single, and you're not yet married. That was a goal of yours to be married. You're an empty nester, and your house is now cold and alone because all the kids are grown and gone. They don't call as often. Your spouse is deceased, and or remarried to someone else. So it's a lot of different reasons why, you might be feeling that, feeling around the holidays, or just in general, any time of the year. Yeah, you might be feeling a little bit down, or your energy is low. So I definitely would suggest, remember you. Just remember you. A lot of times you feel forgotten because we're looking for other people to fulfill us, and we're looking for other people to do something for us or think of us. But why don't you think of you? So you think of you first. Other people will, they'll hop on board later, but you think about you first, so you never forget you. Do something for you. Do something fun. Get out there. Go somewhere you've never gone before. Take that trip you've been dying to take. Yes, this is the year. You should do it. So, so if you've been thinking, I want this shit out, yeah, you should. You should go ahead and take the trip. What the heck is stopping you? Especially if you're an empty nester or your spouse is remarried to someone else. Like, I think you have plenty of time, especially if you have the resources to do so. Go ahead. Like, what the heck are you waiting for? You might as well go and get out there and do something fun for you, and to show yourself that you appreciate yourself. Definitely, as long as you're prayerful about it. I'm always prayerful in anything that I do, even like the simplest thing of going to either McDonald's or Wendy's, like you got you got to be prayerful about everything, and if you include God in it, then He's going to include you in it, and He's going to make sure that you are covered. So, amen, amen. So that's all I'm saying. But have fun, just do something for you. It could be as simple as buying your favorite chocolates, getting yourself some pretty roses, or just doing something, going out for a bike ride, joining a club. I'm looking for like I took a dance class actually recently. It was so fun. I loved it. And I look forward to going back again. It was fun. It was something I hadn't done. I realized I was so invigorated after the class and during the class, because I realized I hadn't done anything for myself like that in such a long time, especially after my mom, passing, and I'm trying to reconnect with life and reconnect with the world around me, because the world is now different, with her not, here. And yeah, I want to get emotional, but sorry, but, yeah, it's just it's a different feel, and I realize I still have to go on for me, and I still have to take care of me and do some things for me. So, remembering yourself, always remember yourself too, because you count and you matter. Your life matters. So, yeah, you have to honor it. You really do. So my third and my last tip is coming back to the center of it all. Just come back to the center of it all. Figure out what the main objective or your main goal or dream was that you were aiming for, and then center yourself in that energy. So sometimes if you're a person who has multiple things you want to do, like myself, you have many things that you're trying to do, it can be a little bit difficult for you to center yourself, because you're so all over the place. Like my mom would always tell me to focus on one thing. Like, you need to do one thing at a time. Not saying that you are not going to accomplish the other things you want to do, but you really should focus on just one thing at a time. Stop trying to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, that is not just an expression. That's a way of life. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. There's no need for you to try to do 18,000 things in one day. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither is your life. Neither are your dreams. So you're never going to accomplish all this stuff at once. And also, if you're trying to, plant so many seeds and water so many things at once, none of your plants are going to grow really, or they're not. It's not going to grow as effectively. The things that you want to do. What's that thing that's saying? Jack of all trades, master of none. Exactly. Like, yeah, she has so many things that she does, but she's not really successful at anything. And we know people like that, where they like, oh, she got a stove now, and she got a book out, and she's got this out, and she opened up a nail parlor, and she does hair on the side. She did my extensions for me. Yeah, she do a pretty good job, and yeah, she doing this, and then she's supposed to be going to get her nursing certificate too. And it like, what doesn't she do? But what is she really good at? Like, what is her thing where it's like you can't, nobody else can whoop her at this. Like, when you think of like if you think of Whitney Houston, what do you think of? She is the voice, like she's signature for that, But if you're just all over the place, like nobody can attach anything to you. They're like, well, I don't know. Last time I talked to her, she was in nursing school, then she dropped out. Said she wanted to maybe be a dentist instead. I don't know. Who knows what she's doing this week? She's always one thing from week to week, a different thing from week to week. Who knows? So you see what I mean? So it's just something to think about there. So you might want to come back to the center of it all. It's good to come back to the center of where it all started, where you all started, with your dreams. What was the main dream? You may have 10 million things and talents, but what's the main vehicle, the main driver here? Like, what are you really, really, really passionate about? What lights your fire? Is it helping people? Is it building houses? Is it owning your own restaurant chain? Like, what the heck lights you up? You know, like a Christmas tree. What gets you going? You know, what revs you? You know, what really, you know, revs your motor? You know, so you got to figure out what that one thing is, and then you go from there. And then you'll see like your map. I think, you know, God kind of created us like a map. You know, so it's so many parts and pieces that interconnect and intertwine for a reason, intermingle so many different roads that lead here or lead there. But if you go so many routes or try to go, yeah, if you try to turn too many corners at once, you'll end up lost or detoured by mistake. But you'll just, you know, kindly push you back where you're supposed to be, but, you know, just be careful. So you'll figure out what your map, what your unique map is, and how all these things. Because you say, okay, well, I want to own my restaurant, but I love doing hair too. I do nails, I do this, whatever. Like, you'll figure out how all that is, how the restaurant route or road is supposed to lead to the nail road. Like, you'll figure out, could be that you're gonna do the restaurant first, and then a couple years later, after you're married, then once you got your restaurant set, you're going to also open up a nail chain over here. You're going to hire 20 great workers. You're going to have a great assistant manager who's going to manage that for you. And you manage the restaurant. You just manage both chains. So you got two chains. You know, two chains. I just thought about it. Why did that just come out? Like, that was so cerebral, like just random. But anyway, but you all get the picture. You get the picture. So before I leave tonight, I love having fun with you guys. But before I leave tonight, you know, I don't ever leave without giving you a little bit of spiritual food here. So I want to come from Philippians. So this is Philippians 1:5-6. So it says, because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will continue to perfect it until the day of Christ Jesus. So what is he saying? I started this, so I'm gonna finish it. Okay, like you can be confident, whatever gifts, whatever talents, whatever I put in you, whatever I started, you know, it's gonna complete. Okay, so all of your dreams, they're gonna, you know, they're gonna come true one way or the other. You know, it's just everything has a timing on it, so you just don't know when exactly that seed is gonna sprout out of the ground, but it's gonna happen. So every one of your dreams, every one of your goals, every place on your unique map, every road, it has a particular set time of when it's supposed to be traveled down, or when the seed is supposed to sprout. So just know that. Just know God already knows. God knows. So rest in the fact that God knows. He knows. Let that be your motto. God knows. Lord knows. He already knows what you want to do and who you are and how he set this thing up for your life. So there's no need to panic. And my other verse I want to leave you with is, this is a famous one. You all probably know this off the top of your head. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that was one of my mom's favorite verses. I think she had a t-shirt with that verse on it. But that's something to live by. Just remember that you can do anything through Christ because he is the provider of strength and love, grace, and mercy. So, you know, you pray to him, you tell him what you need, what you want, and he is going to provide everything for you. So, you guys, everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. If you've been stressing lately, there's no need to stress. Don't stress at all. Just, if you cast your cares on God because he cares for you. And I've said that's another one of my verses that I love and I live by, which I've mentioned before to you guys. So I just want to mention that again, just to kind of remind you. So. But that is all that I have tonight for you guys. I hope that somebody was strengthened by that and that you guys were inspired by it. I want to thank you for hanging out with me just for a few minutes, and I hope someone was blessed by it. If you know someone who needs to watch this video, definitely share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought. All right. All right, guys. You guys continue to be blessed, and you have a beautiful week. Until I see you next time. Bye.